I'm the Beauty Professor, and you can find my beauty blog at beautyprofessor.net. Hello, lovely subscribers. I have been adjusting to a really hectic fall so far, as I'm sure many of us have. For me, I went from having the summertime off so I could focus exclusively on blogging, writing, filming, and now I'm back in the classroom full-time teaching communication, which is my full-time job, and my hours spent lecturing and grading and going to meetings has definitely taken a toll on my regular filming schedule. So while the blog consistently is something I'm able to publish to, my videos have been few and far between, and I want to thank you for encouraging me with your lovely comments and even mentions on Instagram about my videos. I'm really inspired to make this video, which is right on time, my September favorite. Notice behind me, I'm experimenting with a new background. I would love to hear your thoughts on it after you've viewed this video. Let me know if you prefer it to my normal dining room setting. And let's start off with hair care and skin care. Starting with hair, I want to discuss the Unite 7 Seconds Condition. It's a leave-in detangler. Super long, thick hair, and I get tangles a lot. I like to wash my hair every day or every other day just because I love the feeling of clean hair. And yet I loathe the process of brushing out my hair when it's wet, even with the Tangle Teaser, which is amazing. It still is an arduous task. So this has really streamlined my process. It is a detangler. I sometimes just use it following shampoo, and I don't even condition if I'm not feeling inspired. And I just spray this all throughout my hair and then kind of move it through with my fingers to make sure it's evenly distributed. And then I can brush it out very easily. My hair is soft and silky. It's like I've conditioned and detangled all with about 10 sprays. Next is a product that I'm actually on tube 3 of, so that should already demonstrate how much I love this product. It's the Lift Lab Purify and Clarify Daily Cleanser and Detoxifying Mask, and it's perennially in my shower. So the way I like to use it is if I've got a decent amount of makeup on and I'm showering or washing my face in the shower, then I'll go ahead and first wash my face with Ivory soap, which I've used since I was a baby. It's great for sensitive skin and it takes off initial makeup. Then I follow with this cleanser, and it's foamy. It has some slight or tiny beads for exfoliation, but by and large it just creates this lush foam on your face that stays in place so you can go on to other shower tasks like shaving. And the longer you leave it on, the more benefits you receive. Cleansing, clarifying, my skin feels squeaky clean but not dried out. It's just a beautiful product. Everyone I know who has tried this, readers, friends, family, absolutely loves it. And like I said, I'm on tube 3, ready for tube 4 soon enough. You can get this online at Neiman Marcus as well as directly from Lift Lab. You probably will feel like you can't live without it. Finally, to round out the skincare category, I'd love to discuss this Mila Morrissey Dual Action Serum. Now, I've mentioned it before in videos. I'm on my second bottle and I'm getting low. So once again, this has been something that I've been relying upon heavily. And while I get the luxury of trying out a host of skincare, much of which I really like and detail on my blog, I thought just for this video, to keep things moving along, I'd focus on something I've been using a ton of. Now, this serum is anti-aging. It does offer some hydration. It leaves the skin luminous, and you can wear it day and night. Both under makeup, it performs beautifully, and certainly on its own, just over bare skin. My skin has improved on every level from using this serum regularly, and my mom uses it as well, and she's just as happy as I am. The Mila Morrissey line, it's really curated. It's a small line. It's now not just available at Barney's and at Space NK, but also Beautylish. And I just couldn't be happier with this. So if you're looking for kind of a foray into the Mila Morrissey line, the Dual Action Serum is the way to go. Really quickly, everything that's on my face, I think I'm discussing in this video, so I'll kind of address that as I keep going along, and certainly link to all the products and their respective reviews in the details box below. But a quick word on what I'm wearing. This is a men's J. Crew button-up. I love button-ups, and J. Crew men's extra small fit. Also, I'm wearing a collar necklace from Net-a-Porter by Isabelle Marant, and it's open in the front here. You can see there are these highly polished black beads, and then it's gold plated over brass. I am a big fan of the collar necklace, the choker. It's just easy and you can wear it daily, and this one is something that has definitely kind of started my fall off with a bang. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it because I know I get a lot of questions about jewelry during my videos, and most of the time they're antiques or they're one-of-a-kinds because of that. They're estate pieces, but this is one you can still readily find on Net-a-Porter, so I'll link to that as well. On to complexion products. So I have been using a lot of the Temptu Air foundation. This is a handheld airbrush, and I can get away with wearing either 05 beige or 06 warm beige. Warm beige is what I have on right now. It's just a little bit more yellow, but it's not really any deeper than beige, which it's all great for NC 25 to 27 skin, which is what I still am. And I'm so surprised by how much I love this. The handheld element is great because I do have the original Temptu that's like a tabletop. And you can toss it in your work bag. I thought I would do that for touch-ups on long work days, but truthfully, I don't really even feel like I need to touch up. You get a little dewy, but never does this foundation move. And yet it's been really friendly to my sensitive skin. I've worn it for the last month very consistently through what is one of the hottest, most humid Septembers Southern California has experienced. And it's just my go-to in the morning. I'm going to do a demonstration video with this soon, but you can just hear it. It's very quiet. This is on full power. It feels great, and you just can control the opacity of the product with this lever over here. So you can build from sheer all the way to full coverage, but it still looks like real skin, and it just suspends over the face to give you that, as apropos as this is, an airbrushed finish. So more on this soon enough, but this foundation has been a major go-to for me lately. For concealer, I've been using a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury, the Retoucher Conceal and Treat Stick, which is a brush type concealer, much like the YSL Touche Eclat. And I wear it in shade 3. It offers really good opacity for light and medium skin tones, and you can wear it to cover a light blemish, certainly under the eyes to brighten things up. I just buff it in with a brush, and it stays in place. It does not crease, and it looks like natural, just perfected skin. So another complexion product mainly, and there is an eye product in here as well, is the La Mette de Beauté Full Steam Kaleidoscope, which is one of their newer releases for fall. Basically what we have here is a mattifying translucent powder, a beautiful pinky, cool pink blush with just a touch of satin finish. It's not overtly shimmery. A deep, warm bronze eyeshadow, just so lovely by itself. And also a warm toned highlighter that has some pink undertone. You can wear it across your upper cheekbones, but also I like blending it with the eyeshadow so you get some more bang for your buck. So I do believe this is limited edition. You may want to take a peek. If you're thinking about getting it, check out the Neiman Marcus website where this is available. Another compact product that is simply beautiful. By Terribly Dancelise Contouring Compact, and this is in Fresh Contrast, which is number 100. It's the lightest of the options. There are two. But I will say that there's not a massive difference in depth between 100 and 200. I have swatches of everything in my blog that I'll link to. But essentially you have this almost matte, just a touch of satin finish, beautiful true brown shade, and you have a slightly pink highlighter shade, but I use that term with prudence because it's not a shimmery highlighter. It's nearly matte. You can use these with a fluffy brush, mix them together, or apply them separately for a really diffused look, or you can use a dense brush to build up the pigmentation and create a more sculpted, contoured look. So there's immense versatility in a single compact, and not to mention this compact is just so luxe, so chic. So that is my go-to contour slash bronzer as of late. A blush is the La Prairie Cellular Radiance Cream Blush. Now I've worn it in Peach Glow many times over in videos. This is Plum Glow, which sounds like it should be super dark, but it's not. It's just a beautiful mauvey pink, and the radiance that this cream blush imparts, not shimmer, just radiance, is so incredibly beautiful. So it's always in my makeup bag. It just brings to life the cheeks when you need a pick-me-up, and Plum Glow is excellent for fall. On to 3 products that don't directly fit into beauty or skincare, but they complement both. So the first is a nail lacquer from By Terry. This is called Goutte de Mercure. I hope I said that right. I like to just reference it as Mercury, which is a key element in the entire By Terry line. And this shade is new for fall. I'm actually wearing it right now, and I've just put a gel coat, a By Terry gel coat on top. So this has lasted me a few days now with some heavy moving of things. Typing, I cleaned 3 closets with this nail polish and it's still intact. So that speaks to its longevity. And I would describe this shade as a mixture of silver and gold and platinum all together for a beautiful metallic finish. And while we're on the topic of By Terry, I have an amazing preview of so many of the holiday products coming up, and just know that I'll be covering those on my blog as soon as I'm given the green light. But oh my goodness, so excited. All right, for brushes, I have mentioned the Artis brushes a few times in blog posts and even videos. And this tiny one is great for the under eye region for blending, where I love to do this with eyeshadow. This is the Elite Linear brush, and just the way that you can get in under the lash line and create a clean, diffused kind of pop of color it's so precise. It allows you to do that with ease without making a mess. So this brush is part of a trio you can pick up at Net-a-Porter. I will link to that. But I think this is so unique. I don't have a brush like this in any other brush collection or line that I own. Another set of brushes I've been grabbing for are by Must Have, and this is the Kawani. I hope I'm saying that somewhat in the realm of correctness. It is a travel brush set with a lip brush, a tiny precision eye brush, 2 shadow brushes, a foundation brush that's flat, and then a blush and powder brush. So you get all bases covered. Comes in this lovely kind of powder nude case. Travel brush set has been something I've been grabbing for. I'm going to be headed out on another trip soon, and I know that this will be a part of what I pack. On to eyes. So on my eyes right now, I'm wearing a combination of the first 2 products I'm going to discuss. And it's just kind of a counterintuitive combination that I experimented with a few weeks ago, and I'm completely addicted to the blend. The Tom Ford Autumn Winter 2015 cream color. You can use this on the eyes, on the cheeks, and probably on the lips, though I haven't tried that yet. It is a cream product with great kind of brownish red pigmentation, no shimmer whatsoever, and yeah, it blends like a dream. I like applying it with a small brush across my eyelids, blending it well to get kind of this warm reddish brown sheen. And then I go back over the cream color after putting some along my lower lash line as well with the Burberry Glow eyeshadow in Nude, which is a shimmery kind of neutral taupe, and the combination of the two is just so easy for daytime. It matches any cheek and eye that I might be going for, and it feels like fall even though I'm still spending each of my days sweating in my classroom. So it's my little homage to fall, though the weather's not quite complying. I know that this is limited edition. This is not, but it's hard to find because it's often sold out. So if you can track down the 2, I implore you to give the combination a try. Brows, I want to discuss the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil. I have had this pencil in my arsenal for the last few years in a soft brown, but now I'm wearing ash, which I think matches my very dark neutral brows really well. I can't stand when there's red in my brows from a pencil or a product because I don't have any red in my brows. And you can use it to just shape your brows and then go to the other side, which has a great dedicated spoolie here, and straighten everything. Finally, for eyes, we have the Clé de Peau Perfect Lash Mascara. And I've had this for a while. It's got this curved brush. It debuted last year, but I've been grabbing it a lot because the humidity has, as I've mentioned, been so intense that even normally stalwart mascara has been melting off of my eyes if I don't let it dry. This does not move. It almost behaves like a waterproof mascara, though I don't believe it purports to be one. But in terms of just being impervious to humidity and heat, I love grabbing for this mascara. It does build beautiful, full, longer lashes. Great for an everyday look. So I do have 7 lip colors to discuss in this video, because I'm a lip color lover, unapologetically so. And I've been putting a lot on my lips lately. So the first is Surratt Automatique Lip Crayon, and this is in the shade Valentine, which I did an FOTD blog post with not so long ago. It's a cool kind of bubblegum pink, but it's just so sophisticated on the lips. It's everything I want a beautiful pink lipstick to be when it's cool toned. And I can just put this matte formula on my lips and not really be worried about touching it up for a good 4 to 5 hours. Next, the Clé de Peau Enriched Lip Luminizer. And this is in shade 227, which is a cheerful peachy pink, certainly warmer than the Surratt Valentine that I just showed you. You can see side by side. It's just a lovely peachy pink, and this is one of the most hydrating formulas I've encountered today. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution, and this is in Very Victoria, which just looks like quite a grayish brown in the tube. It is a lovely, deeper than my normal nude for a really modern, matte, brownish beige lip. And I do believe this was inspired by Victoria Beckham, who does wear nude lips impeccably. So this matte formula is still hydrating. It's slightly luminous, and I know that sounds paradoxical, but it is. It's just an interesting finish on the lips that's very weightless. Down to the final four. So next we have the Bliss Liquefied Lipstick in Mauvin on Up. The Bliss skincare line recently launched a massive color collection. Everything from foundation, powder, blush, all the way to, of course, eye products and lip color. And I'm really impressed by the liquefied lipstick. It is so pigmented. A little goes a long way. Here is Mauvin on Up, which is a lovely kind of creamy mauve, as the name would imply. And you get full opacity in a single lightweight coat. While we're on the subject of liquid lip color, I must not go without mentioning the Giorgio Armani Ecstasy Lacquer lip color. This is in shade 503, which is another beautiful kind of fall shade. It's a mauve toned nude, and it has some shine. What's interesting about this formula is that it's pigmented, it's also shiny, it's buildable, and it acts like a stain and a liquid lip color, and it stays in place for hours. But my lips stay hydrated and comfortable. It's the best of all worlds. So if you're looking for what I would deem to be a cutting edge lip color hybrid, then this is the way to go. And 503 is just a gorgeous early fall shade that I think would flatter a spectrum of skin tone. Two Christian Louboutin lipsticks. One is called Tutelle, and it is a nude beige with a little bit of pink and peach mixed in for good measure. Better swatches, of course, on the blog, but it's great on its own for a super nude 1960s look, or you can wear it over a darker color to lighten things. Then I also have a Bikini, which is a true light to medium pink, and right now I'm wearing a mixture of Bikini and Tutelle. I wanted to tell my readers and subscribers that these extremely pricey lipsticks were not worth it, because $90 for a lipstick is insane. And yet, it's long lasting, it's creamy, it's hydrating, it's pigmented, you get great coverage, it still feels weightless. And so the formula is exemplary. I wish I could say, oh my gosh, don't waste your money. But instead I'm going to say, save your money, make this a splurge, find a color that works for you. I think you'll love it. And so concludes my September favorites. I am over the moon by the fact that I've managed to finish this before the next month has even started. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear what products you are adoring for this past month, and I invite you to share both your experiences and of course your questions and your comments in the comment box below. If this is the first time to my channel, I hope you enjoyed as well, and I cordially invite you to subscribe. Also, please don't forget to visit me at my beauty blog, Beauty Professor, which can be found at beautyprofessor.net. Take care.